All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. So as you see the title, man, it's been 3 weeks since I have not used an iPhone. All right, so let me give y'all a quick backstory, man. Usually on this channel, I do heavy iPhone. All right, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be one of those YouTubers that say, "Oh, I use everything." I'm not even gonna cap to y'all, man. Most of the time, I'm using an iPhone when I do anything when it's time for YouTube related. You know, I review an Android here and there, but then I end up just slapping my SIM card right back in my iPhone, and then we just go skipping off in the pasture together. But no. This time I was like, you know what, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna try to use Android a little bit more. Now, most of the haters will come out here and say only it's just because the new one was coming out. You have to get rid of your old one. Yeah, that's part of the reason, but also that was a good time to use just Android because I have not owned an iPhone in just about 3 weeks. As soon as I got this phone, maybe about 2 or 3 days later, I put up my iPhone 12 Pro Max up for sale. So I was like, you know what? This is a better than any time to use an Android period for a few weeks to see how it is going without iOS. And I want to show you my experience, man, because I feel like there are a lot of people out there that may potentially want to switch over to Android from iPhone, and some people who may have already done it. Because I see in the comments, a lot of you are like, hey, I went back to Apple, I did this, I did that. So maybe this video will kind of give you a little bit of perspective of what it's like to use an Android phone when you're a heavy iPhone user. When I'm talking about heavy iPhone user, I'm talking about deep in the ecosystem as well. AirPods, watch, iPad, Mac, all the gamut when we're talking about Apple. So yeah, 3 weeks with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. And yeah, I have my annoyances, man. So let's just go ahead and get into them. I have a few things I want to talk about, both hardware and software. Now, the first thing that is absolutely driving me insane, and this isn't to have to do with all applications, all right? Just applications here and there that just have issues, and it's Clubhouse. Now, well, not Clubhouse is the issue, but the app quality when it comes to Android and iOS. Now, I know that gap is shrunken dramatically. You know what I mean? It's not, apps are just about as good, but when you're used to using something and it works fluently, and then when you go away from it and then it works terribly, that's what I'm experiencing. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there know the app Clubhouse. If you don't know, it's like an audio app where you can kind of chat, and it became real big during the pandemic. Now on the iPhone, it works absolutely amazing. Perfect. You connect to it. You can hear everybody through your AirPods, through your phone, whatever you want to do, it works flawless. When it comes to Android, it is a nightmare. And I'm talking about it's a mess. And it's just not the Flip. I'm not getting on the Flip for this reason here alone. This is a Samsung/Android issue because I've had people with Pixels. I've had people with other Samsung devices, Notes, Folds, other Z Flips that had the same issue. So it's not just the Flip. It's more of a Samsung-wide issue where it's just terrible. You join a room and the app, the audio will go back and forth from your bud to your phone, bud, phone, and then when you go to the audience, it just kooks all out. So I thought maybe, hey, it's a Buds issue. Maybe it was my Samsung Buds was giving me an issue, but then I paired my AirPods with it and it did the same exact thing. So I'm just sure that it's Android by itself. Absolutely horrible when it comes to the app quality. Once again, I'm not faulting it. I know the app needs to probably update itself, but hey, it works flawless on iPhone, and that's all I know. So that's one thing that is just annoying the hell out of me. Next thing, and this is real big coming up to this weekend, man, cameras. Now, I might get a bunch of flack for this, but I am just not a fan of Samsung cameras. That's just me personally. When people say they have the best cameras out there, I'm like, where? I hate them. I do not like Samsung cameras. Yes, of course, I know how to use a camera. You have people coming in here saying, oh, you don't know how to use the cameras that you got dealt with you. Trust me, I know exactly how to use the cameras, man. But these cameras just aren't it, especially when I have a son that's about to be 2 years old in a few days. He's running around. He's doing things. He's constantly moving. That shutter lag on Samsung phones is absolutely just horrendous, and I can't stand it. You're going to miss shots. I know a lot of people say put it in pro mode or use the tracking autofocus. I've tried the tracking autofocus. It still doesn't capture them as well as an iPhone or a Pixel. And then pro mode, I don't have time to sit there and fiddle with a phone to get into pro mode and then try to take, no, I'm not doing all of that. I want to take my phone out the pocket and take the picture. I don't want to do a bunch of fiddling around, man, because those moments happen just that fast. So for me, I just do not like Samsung cameras. I think they need a whole level of revamping. It's just not a confident camera. And we already know when it comes to the Flip in particular, these aren't even your best Samsung cameras that they have to offer. You know, there are better cameras out there. Are these cameras terrible? No, but they do suffer from some of the same Samsung issues that I have with their cameras. Shutter lag. If the lighting isn't ideal, the pictures just don't come out looking that good. It's just, I am personally not a fan of Samsung cameras. And if you're coming from an iPhone they may not have the best cameras. All right. We know they probably got some of the best video, but they may not have the best cameras. Of course, I'll put the Pixel over the iPhone any day of the week, but at least we know it's reliable and you know you're going to get the picture that you pose for and you got it. That's all I need when it comes to me, when it comes to the camera. So, the cameras on this right here, it's okay, but the same Samsung issues when it comes to cameras plagues the Z Flip 3, and it's just not a confident experience. I have the iPhone 13s coming at the end of this week, and thank God, because one, I'm going out of town, and we'll kind of get into that next when we're talking about battery, but it's his birthday party. I need to be able to be confident with the pictures that I take. So therefore, my main SIM card will be going back into my 13 Pro Max because I know I can confidently take the pictures that I want, that I need to get results for. Now, next thing up, battery life. Now, once again, I'm talking to people who are converting from iPhone over to the Z Flip 3. Now, battery life, I feel like, for me, I know it was, of course, coming from the Pro Max when it comes to iPhone, going to the Z Flip 3 is just night and day, all right? There's just no way to sugarcoat it. Now, if you're coming from something like a 12, I still feel like you'll be getting better battery life than the Z Flip 3. You see what I'm saying? But once again, the battery life isn't terrible. It's just not terrible. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's just not terrible. So I think for people who want to maybe convert over from an iPhone, in my experience, the battery has been a thought in my mind. And when it comes to smartphones, I don't want to think about a battery. It has been better. If you guys been following the channel, you know this is my second one. And it has been getting a little bit better. All right. I've been averaging kind of 4 hours. On a good day, I can get 4 to 5 hours of screen on time. And that's personally all I need. I'm home around chargers. But if you're a phone person, if you're coming from a Max or a Pro version of an iPhone, you need to be thinking about battery life could be a concern for you. Now, if you're coming from the 12, it still might be passable because the 12, I think battery life was okay. I've never had the 12, so I really can't comment on it. But if you're coming from a mini, that's when you can kind of get the same battery life. I feel like this phone in the iPhone 12 mini series, not the 13, but the 12, does get similar battery life. So if you're coming from an iPhone, it's something that you might need to think about, man. iPhone has been having pretty good battery life when it came to the 12 series. If you think about moving over to this, just know that you might have to think about battery just a little bit more as your day-to-day using it. Next, let's get into the typical iOS things, all right? iMessage, FaceTime, and AirDrop. I'm about to say Facebook, but iMessage, haven't missed it. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Have not thought about iMessage. It doesn't matter to me. People who complain about iMessage, I do not care. Do you get my text message? That's what I care about. Do you get my message? All right, cool. You read it? Bet. That's all that matters. I don't give a damn what color it is. You see what I'm saying? Green, blue, purple, yellow, violet, teal, brown. I don't care. As long as you get my message, that's all that counts. So that's iMessage. No need to go too much further into that. I haven't missed it one bit. FaceTime, here is where it gets a little bit tricky, man, because once again, I have a little son, I have grandparents that lives hours and hours away. FaceTime is usually the only time that they can see them. You know what I mean? And they're older. I'm not going to sit there and tell them download Google Duo or download WhatsApp or download Facebook Messenger and create an account. No. FaceTime is easy for them. They know how to use FaceTime. I know how to use FaceTime. They pick it up, call, done. And it's been a hassle. Now, although I do have my iPad Pro, it's just not as convenient to just have my iPad Pro around and trying to FaceTime. It's just not that convenient. So my mom even was like, yo, we haven't seen little man in a while. And that, once again, is because I told her, I was like, you know what? I don't have an iPhone. You know, I sold it, getting ready for the new one. And she kind of knows how things go. And that's big to me for them to, hey, we haven't seen them, because on a given day, every other day or so, I would sit down and while I'm feeding him, boom, FaceTime for my phone, pop it up. FaceTime is clutch. I need FaceTime. There is no replacement for FaceTime. And I'm not going to tell them to download a third-party app. FaceTime works good native. That's it. That's all you got to say about that. And also AirDrop. AirDrop is not too big of a deal for me. The only way I use AirDrop is to kind of like drop my thumbnail pictures for my videos to my phone, but I use Snapdrop. And if you guys don't know what Snapdrop is, it's a website that you can go to, and it's an app that you can download on your Android phone. And as long as they're paired both to Wi-Fi, you can just click on either your phone or your computer, and it's automatically going to read each other. And you can kind of drag and drop files to transfer between the two. Now, it's not going to do websites like AirDrop and different things like that. But for me, it's a good alternative with me only sending pictures back and forth. So hasn't been an issue. So in a nutshell, I haven't been wanting to run back to iOS, but when it comes to those core things that I just need to work, AKA battery, AKA camera, FaceTime, these things are important to me, especially camera, when I really do not like Samsung cameras. that's the only time where it wants me to go running back for it. I'm going out of town. I'm going to LA next week, going for a week. I can't take this phone as my main phone because I want the best of everything I have to offer. Battery life, iPhone 13 Pro Max probably. We haven't got them in yet. They come Friday, but camera, consistent cameras. You see what I'm saying? Like, I need these things to be confident. This will be a good sidekick for me when I go to LA, but this can't be my main phone because I can't trust and rely on this to last me throughout the day. And I'm gonna be taking pictures. It's my first time in Cali, so I'm gonna be taking pictures of everything. You see what I'm saying? So I want to have the best camera at my disposal to get the best pictures that I want to get. So hope this helps people who might be thinking about moving away from iOS to the flip. This isn't a iPhone versus iOS thing. This is just my experience and the things that has been bothering me with using the Z Flip 3 for 3 weeks without any access to an iPhone, period, besides my girlfriend, but I'm not using her iPhone. Yeah, I have iPads and different things like that, but mobile wise, I've been using nothing but Android, and that's it. So that's my thing, man. Buds, I have the Buds Plus. When it comes to these, they work just fine. I have the Galaxy Watch. In my opinion, I don't use my smartwatches much more for notifications. A few apps, I do feel like the Apple Watch is overall the best smartwatch out there just because of apps alone. But, you know, everybody has a hissy fit every time I say that. So I think it really just depends on what phone you're using. Samsung, Galaxy Watch, that's going to be the best for you. iPhone, Apple Watch, that's going to be the best for you as well. But if you're thinking about moving over from iPhone to Android, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you have already moved from iPhone to Android, also let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know your experiences and let me know what you think about it. If you already went running back to iPhone, let me know. If you're staying put right there with Android, also let me know, man. So let's get active in the comment section. Y'all already know, do the YouTube things, man. Hit that like, comment down below, hit that bell, and sub. But sub first and then hit the bell so you get these notifications, man. You know we dropping heat every single day as of right now, man. But everyone, please be safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.